Last time on the System Hyrule, a new pair surfaced and infiltrated both sides of the game.
With Elena, I kind of just been going with the same story that we played in Annihilation, and I screwed her over. Little did they know that we are like this.
But one of them took it upon themselves to take a small risk.
I stole some prisms from Adrian this round.
Oh yeah, he messaged in that group before it all went haywire.
Yeah.
Alex further cemented himself as the middleman.
I recovered pretty well from Life Night, and I have people, for some stupid reason, already blindly trusting me. I have absolutely no idea why.
But was quickly found out.
Kind of how, like, I said it's a positive thing, like 10 minutes, or not 10 minutes ago, like 5 minutes ago, but, like, with me, like, especially after being, like, so willing for me to leave the past round, like, that's super sketchy.
Yeah, it's weird.
A plan was then formed by two rogue members of an alliance.
So I was also thinking, since he already did that, I think of, like, I was also, or no, I think he's waiting until the last minute. I was also thinking of doing 7 on Sherry.
In the end, those in the middle were sent a clear warning.
Alex, I'm sorry, you have been eliminated and removed from the system.
Will the Sequester Alliance continue its dominance? Or will they finally take a hit tonight? Find out this episode on The System.
I stayed. Let the happy music play. I got the flu and I'm still happy I stayed. Alright, so Matthew at the last minute, he just couldn't do it. They were going to try to do a 2-2, Alex and Shari, and then 4 or 3 or whatever on Nick, whatever it's supposed to be, and a 3. And Nick would have gone home, but Matt was so afraid that Elena wasn't going to vote for me, and that would have been me going home. But Elena did what she was supposed to, so I guess I let the other side get into my head too much because of the information they knew. But throughout the course of all this shit all day, I did realize it's our own fault that they're getting all this information, and it's their own fault that we're getting all the information because you have all these middle players feeding everybody back and forth bits and pieces. So we're assuming and making assumptions based on that, and we're really just blowing up each other's games. So moving forward, now that we've had our coming to Jesus moment, we are going to just try to trust each other as much as we can. Next mission, we're going to call round 3 the bankruptcy strategy. How to beat the system. So what we're doing is Alex Viver, as you know, has transferred all of his prisms to Adrian like I did. I told Adrian to keep my prisms so he can go for the steals.
Oh my god, I robbed everyone that wasn't with me. I was afraid people were going to use their vouchers to rob me back, but they never did. So, yeah, it was a little weird. But that's just how it goes, I guess.
Adrian sucks. I'm just so fed up with this game now. Like, it was fun until, like, last night. And they made it really clear where everyone stands. Which we knew was gonna happen. But, like, they took all of our f***ing prisms. We have, like, nothing left. And it's very clear they're just gonna put us all to 0. And 3 of us are gonna go up. And, I'm just have to hope now that the few people that still talk to me think I'm more useful to keep in the game than Dustin, Miranda, and Steve. And help me survive a round or 2. So, with the 2 prisms I have left, if I really have them left, because if they were probably stolen from me before I woke up, if I get to keep them, I'm boosting myself up 3, so hopefully I don't go up, and the other 3 go up, because, sorry Booze, I want to be safe. We're bye, leaving the island.
Hello contestants, and welcome to your next mission. For this mission, you will need to complete a slide puzzle so that you can see this round's boss, Goat, the masked mechanical monster. First to complete this slide puzzle gets first place. Good luck, contestants.
I have no idea how I've avoided the chamber where round 1 I was accused of running the game. Like, by Miranda and Dustin. Like, I was outright accused of running the game. And if I was running the game and you wanted to make that accusation, why haven't I been able to land in the chamber? Boggles my mind.
So I'm apparently very popular this round.
It's because no one knows where you stand, and everyone thinks you're on the other side.
That makes you.
I wouldn't say that.
That makes you really cool. Well, I told him that. I said I didn't think you were on anybody's side. I think you're just kind of doing what you want to do, and that's kind of of a game to play, actually.
It's because you haven't talked to anyone.
I mean, I haven't talked to you.
Well, yeah, you haven't talked to me, but apparently you haven't talked to much to anyone else. And then the bankruptcy strategy that I created and had Adrian basically execute for me. Now knowing all the blood is on his hands and not on mine. And yeah. Now I even have a final 2 pitch. Because I have the right people in the right places to get me the right things. If everyone piles in on Dustin and one person votes for Nick,
I would love for Nick to leave next.
Okay, I'm good with that. I'm 100% good with that.
Yeah, if Nick ends up in the chamber again, which could very well possibly happen because Nick's playing an atrocious
game. We don't know
game.
how Live Night's gonna work, but
he just keeps escaping like by the thread of his skin or whatever the saying is.
Yeah. Dustin is still gonna be broke. He's not gonna have any power in this game. Miranda has no power in this game. Steve has no power in this game. I definitely think I'm in a situation where I can get away with pretty much anything and not have to worry about anything.
Hello, contestants. These are your popularity results. The first person in the chamber this round is Dustin. The second person in the chamber this round is Nick. The last person in the chamber this round is Elena. Again, the 3 people in the chamber this round are Dustin, Nick, and Elena. Good luck, contestants.
Hi, so I'm in the chamber, bitch. And that sucks, and I'm not happy about it. But I expected it. Like, I knew they were going to put me in the chamber. There was no way I wasn't going in the chamber this round. If I go, I go, but I do want to stay just to cause some drama with them, so I hope I can get votes to stay. I should have Miranda's vote and Steve's vote. So we'll see how that goes. I have no idea what's going to happen today. Like, this live night's going to be a hot train wreck. I just hope, like, if I go, I go. And I don't have to deal with them ever again. That's the only positive of leaving, is that I never have to deal with them ever again. But when I do stay, if I do stay, I can f their shit up until I do go.
So let me explain how I dodged that one. I obviously knew I was going to be targeted going into the round because people are obsessed and they do it every round, and I expected every round, and it's getting really old, so they should probably get a new agenda. So when they stole all of our prisms, all of my prisms, most of my allies' prisms, at the very minute the shop opened, I knew that we were going to get more prisms after the spreadsheets were updated after the missions. So I watched the chat for as long as I could, and I was waiting for that spreadsheet to for Nate to say the spreadsheet was updated, and I go in there as soon as possible, and I try to negativate myself right away, because I know that if they think they took all my prisms, they're just gonna negative me, because they know I can't really do anything to my score either way. And I saw no downside to putting negatives on myself, knowing that I was getting some already, because if I go under 0, I'm just gonna go back to 28, which will probably put me at safe, which was what I was hoping, and obviously, and if they decide to positive me, alternatively, it would just get closer to the not above 28, so I didn't see a downside in that either. But I couldn't do it by myself, because as I was submitting the forms, I actually submitted 2 separate ones, because I didn't know, I forgot how many prisms I had, and the first one went through. I put -5 on myself, but the second one didn't go through, which really sucks, because I was going to put another -3 on, putting me at an extra -8. I assumed they were already gonna -10 me, which would put me under, and at like a 25 or something. So I didn't have enough prisms anymore, and I knew I needed to get by with a little help from my friends, and I knew Steve had the prism voucher, so I got on a one-on-one call with Steve, and I was like, listen, if you have any prisms to spare, like, I did this before they took all my prisms. It's a shitty situation, because now I'm at -5, which will probably just put me at a popularity of 1 or 2 or 0. Can you please help me out and negative me, downvote me as much as you can? And he did. I think he put -3 on me because after I had spoken to Tony was also willing to put another -5 on me, which was perfect.
Okay, so going into the live night, I don't really know who exactly my target is. I don't know where everyone's voting. Everyone's making this vote much more difficult than it needs to be. Between the 3 of them, Elena, Nick, and Dustin, none of them are really my close allies, so I don't really care to see any of them go. But if you ask me for a preference, I might have to say Dustin, just because I know he's on the other side of the house and would probably target me the most of the 3 of them, and has the most power between the 3 of them. Elena, I don't see ever having power in this game, and Nick has just been floating around like a jellyfish this whole time. I don't really think Nick is out to get me, and I don't think Elena's out to get me either, so whichever one of those 2 stays, I don't think I have anything to worry about. So Dustin is my biggest threat, so I guess I would prefer to see Dustin go.
So here are our chamber results. With 5 votes to save, Elena, you are safe.
Drama, huh?
That means it is down to Dustin and Nick. By a vote of 2 to 0, Dustin, you are eliminated.
What? What?
Bye.
So, with that, I'm gonna bring in Elena and Nick back into the main call. Now on to the live night. You guys can unmute for now. The first announcement of the night is, congratulations, all of you have made the jury stage of the System Hyrule. So no matter what, all of you will have some sort of say in who gets to win, unless of course you're one of the final 2. The second announcement of the night is, one of you will be joining the jury tonight. I'm sure some of you probably might have guessed this. However, one thing that you guys would not have been able to guess is how we're determining who is in the chamber tonight. Last season, we determined it based off of overall popularity. However, you should realize that this season is nothing like Season 1. At the beginning of the season, we made it very clear that this season was going to have a higher importance on prisms. Tonight, You will be in the chamber based off of your spending habits. Your prism ratio will be the determining factor of whether or not you are safe tonight. So, we have already determined who the 3 in the chamber are tonight. The first person in the chamber is Adrian. The second person in the chamber is Tony. The third person in the chamber is Sherry. So, everyone but those 3, please mute.
Hey guys, we made jury at least.
Adrian, if you could please give a case to the rest of your cast as to why you should stay tonight, please do so now.
I'm just here to have fun. That's basically it, and whatever happens, happens.
Okay. Sherry, you may go next.
I'm cool. I made jury. I mean, I really have had fun playing. It's been a really great game. It's been fun, so whatever happens tonight is all good. I get to be part of the jury, so I'm excited about that.
Tony, you may go now.
I don't really know what to say in order to save myself at this point, but I guess I'll say that I haven't been stealing anyone's prisms. So that's all I'm gonna say on my own behalf. Like I'm not here to play a dirty game or anything like that. I've been, at least I thought I've been genuine to everyone I've talked to. So yeah, I hope I get to stay, but if not, it was nice to meet you all. I had a lot of fun playing this game.
Now, Tony, Sherry, and Adrian, please mute. Everyone else, you may unmute, and you have 10 minutes to openly discuss who you want to save and who you want to go. Your time starts now.
Okay. All right, everybody. Congrats on everyone being safe.
Yes!
This is crazy. Here's what I'll say just to everyone. I don't want to risk, because there's 6 votes, right?
So if this goes 2-2-2, one of us goes home.
Yeah, I don't want that to happen.
So, can we kind of like agree on something here? Because if that happens,
I don't know. Can we?
Yeah, can we like talk? I know what Miranda wants. I have a strong.
What do I want, man?
I have a feeling you want Sherry gone.
Oh, I actually don't want Sherry gone. I want Adrian gone.
Is it because you have a strong feeling about something?
No, I think Adrian's pretty powerful, and I think he took my prisms, so.
Okay. I mean...
Strong feeling about what? What could I have a strong feeling about? That's who I want out. That's who I think is, you know.
I mean, that was what I was wondering. Is
and
that
that's
you
who
have a
everyone
strong
else
feeling.
should want out as well.
Well, I mean, if we all vote on Adrian, you know, obviously, like, or we all like we all can't obviously vote to save the same person, because that would overload the system and that would screw things up. Because we're still voting to save.
Basically, 3 people need to agree to vote on one person, and that at least guarantees it's not going to be like anyone else.
Yeah.
So,
Steve, you aren't chiming in here.
I'm listening.
Well, I would like you
I
to
didn't
talk.
know I was required to speak immediately as soon as like I was prompted to.
I'd like to hear what you think.
No, I'm listening. I'll chime in when I'm ready. I'm listening to what everyone else has to say first.
Well, I guess it's because I haven't talked to you at all that I kind of would like to know your thought process.
I know. Well, my door's been open to talk anytime you wanted to talk. So.
Well, I feel like you haven't had any interest in talking to me. So.
I could say the same.
It's a two-way street. I mean.
I could say the same for you, but I don't understand why it is that you need to lead the conversation right now. Once again, like, it's you, Matt, that seems to like want to control all the votes.
I don't want to control anything. I'm asking you what you think.
But you seem to be like, you know, leading, you know, the charge here in terms of like.
I just don't want. I don't want to go too.
I'm not ready to speak yet, so like, why does everybody else chime in, and I'll chime in when I'm good and ready. Okay.
I just don't want us risking.
What about you, Matt? What do you think? Who do you think should go?
I mean, I kind of agree with Miranda that Adrian definitely has a lot of power right now because I think he has the most prisms because I know Alex Viver gave him all his prisms.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. I mean, I personally don't know where Tony stands in this game, honestly. At least I kind of know that, like, Sherry and Adrian are, like, kind of against me. So I kind of at least know where they stand. I don't really know where Tony stands. That's kind of my only thing. I'm still trying to figure out who stole my prisms, too. So...
Well, this isn't like a personal thing, too. I think Adrian's the biggest threat to all of us, is my thing. Like, this isn't about personal things.
I think Adrian's the biggest threat in this game right now. That's my personal opinion. And I think we'd be dumb if we let him stay through this live night.
I mean, he's already told me I'm dominating the conversation, so I don't want to say too much more. I'd like to give Nick the floor if he wants to talk, because he hasn't said anything.
I'm trying not to talk too much. I'm coughing a lot.
Wait, so what happens again? Like, so if one person did vote for, like,
we just don't want it to be 2-2-2. If it's 2-2-2, it like goes we're all in danger.
The system breaks down, and one of the 6 of us goes home.
Right.
If it's 3 votes, we're good. Like, literally, all we need is just 3 people to agree. All right. Vote on something.
Right.
Doesn't really matter if it's Sherry, Adrian, or Tony. It doesn't matter. As long as 3 people agree, then everyone else is safe.
Does Elena get to vote because she's not here?
No, her vote's going to be randomized.
Oh.
So, like, that's why 3. That's why of the 5 of us who are here, 3 of us need to agree on someone. Because her vote's going to be randomized. I mean, honestly, if 4 of us agree, see, it's going to be so hard because the system could overload.
Go talk
because you don't know where Elena's vote's going to land because it's going to be random.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think we're taking it away with that. There's nothing.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to put 3. You just have to put 3 votes on someone, because if there's not 3 votes on someone, it's going to potentially go 2-2-2. It's because we don't know where Elena's vote's going to land. I mean, if we all agree to vote for one person, Elena's vote could land on that same person. That's like,
and
then the system overloads, and then
that person who we all voted to save would leave.
Right.
I mean, but if you really want, if Miranda really is wanting Adrian to go,
I think that's my thing is it's not just a me thing. Like, I'm saying everyone should want Adrian to go right now.
Like, I'm just saying that as like you opened the conversation that way.
Right.
So I'm just stating that as like this is my building point of where we should consider voting. Is Miranda should vote for Sherry or Tony. I feel like Jace wants Adrian gone, so he should vote for Sherry or Tony. And then like maybe the 2 of you should vote together, and then someone else should jump on that. Like, you 2 should agree on who you want to vote for. Because if you have 3... Huh?
Myself and Jace?
Nate just said Elena can vote as long as she gets it in time.
Okay.
Okay.
But how long... do we have to have... Nate, do we vote immediately after this 10 minutes of discussion is up?
No, you'll have 5 minutes to vote.
Okay. So, I mean... If 3 people want to vote for Sherry or Tony, like, Jace, do you have a preference on who you want to vote for?
Jace, I'll vote with you. Like,
I'll vote to save Tony if we're just straight up saying it right now.
Okay, then I will too.
I can do that, and then if you're trying to get rid of Adrian, then I would assume that Nick and Steve would vote to save Sherry.
Okay.
All right, that's I mean, yeah, that's fine. Whatever.
If you're saying Adrian is the biggest target and should go home, in Doherty's mind, then that's what should be done.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can we all agree on that? Does that make everyone?
I feel like that's what everyone's. Does anyone disagree with that statement?
Yeah, I'm good with that. It's fine with me.
So Steve and Nick will vote to save Sherry. Me, Miranda, and Jace will vote to save Tony.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And if Elena gets a vote in time,
it doesn't really matter what she votes, does it?
If it won't matter
Either
what she
way.
does. If she gets a vote in on time, randomness could throw things kind of wonky, potentially.
No, it would only be 4-2-0.
If we have 3-2, then it would be fine.
Yeah, because it would be 4-2-0, 3-3-0, or 4-2-1. So no matter what.
Yeah, we should be fine. If that's
everyone's okay with that.
Yeah.
If that would make the only numerical sense is if there's 3 here, 2 here, no matter which way that random vote goes. That's what happens.
I think the selfish part of all of us can agree that none of us want to get randomized. So.
Yeah, we don't want this to go 2-2-2 and then have one of us get wheeled out.
Yeah.
Like, I think we've all been playing our own games and gotten this far. To have it end that way would be like,
okay, time's up.
Yeah, that would suck.
Climactic.
And you have 5 minutes to send in your votes. Four votes have been submitted. Waiting on 2 more. Okay, just like last time, we're going to announce who did not submit their vote in time. That person was Steve. So Steve's vote was randomized. So the vote is 5-1-0. With 5 votes to save. Tony, you are safe. That means it comes down to Sherry and Adrian. By a vote of 1-0, Sherry, you have been eliminated and removed from the system. That means, Adrian, you are safe. You may say a few words before you go.
Good luck, everybody. I'm not surprised. Nick told us it was me next. Bye, guys.
This is my goodbye message. Thank you, production, for letting me play this game. Sorry I disappointed. I didn't do my best. If there's ever a returning season for Redemption, I will love to play if you guys would have me again. I want to show that I am much better of a player than I did this time in the system. It was pretty rough. Players, good luck. Wish the best. It's just a game. Not too worried about it. It's all good, guys. Peace out.